look at representation, we're not just looking at how many women have appeared in the newspaper. We have to look beyond that. We have to look at, okay, who is being visible, whose voice is being projected, who is actually being a voice for women.
Our project was about finding answers to who is responsible for the escalating number of teenage pregnancies in Uganda that happened during the lockdown. With all these pointing fingers from these different people, what do the girls themselves have to say?
I decided to write about sexual and gender-based violence in Uganda against women and girls.
What are the things that create an environment, one, that allows for this kind of violence to occur unabated?
I chose a topic on sex work with a specific angle on sex work violence, which is police related.
We decided that we're going to do a documentary or a piece about access to trans health care in South Africa.
For as long as anyone who considers themselves a scholar of gender or a journalist who cares about gender and they do not engage with the lives of LGBTIQ people, you will fail at doing anything to shift gender beyond where we are.
We bring our biases to the stories. So how do we change that? It's about attention to power. Where is the power in the story?
In the past, I would look at women as always victims. But with the training, I was looking at women as another person, like how you talk to a man in a story. So I was looking for women experts for my stories. I was not looking at a woman as a provider for her children or a desperate woman or maybe who is struggling, but a woman who is contributing to the economy, to her society and all that.
I learned about stereotypes, how our writing can actually push these stereotypes instead of helping people. That is something that I think without this training, actually I don't think I would have been able to pick up on such things.
All around, it has really improved me or empowered me as a journalist.
What I learned from them was not to be afraid and coward and fear to talk about the injustice that exists in society, to bring it at the center of the conversation.
No one tells young journalists, especially young Black journalists, especially women journalists, especially queer journalists, that it is important for you to have a politics.
You have to be intentional. And I think we have to let go of this idea of the sort of impartial, neutral voice that was created by white Western men as the norm.
When I started out the gender justice program, I knew little about the rights of, let me say, maybe people from the LGBTQI communities, about gender rights, gender justice and things like that. So this project would not have been possible without IWMF. So I'd like to just say a special thank you to them.